toes behind Jesus. 10 toes behind Jesus. 10 toes behind Jesus. I started 10 toes. You know how it go. Used to have waves, now I wear a big nappy fro. Then I fell down. Couldn't believe it until I stood up 10 toes behind Jesus.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode on 10 Toes Behind Jesus podcast, and Happy New Year. This is the first podcast of 2023, and I'm so excited for that. So I'm excited for so many other things. You know, a new year, new beginning, new blessings, new opportunities. Everything is new, and that's exciting. So the title of this video is New Year, Same God. So while all these new things are coming in, new, all these new things you're expecting, we still believe and still understand that God has not changed. He's still the same. So nothing new with God. He's always been the same this whole time, and he will continue to be the same. Good God. So make sure you guys check out the link in the bio, 10toesbehindjesus.com, and cop some merch. We just got some beanies, and we have some more crew necks on the way. I know a lot of sizes are sold out. Thank you guys for your support and buying them. But be a little patient. I'm working with a local vendor on getting the supplies. So holidays been crazy, as you all know, and just be a little patient with that coming in. If you're also not interested in any merch, anything, you can become a monthly sponsor. So that helps us out a lot. I have big plans for 10toesbehindjesus.com, and you all know the church in Mexico, which originally is the reason why I started 10 Toes Behind Jesus. I have plans to, do some stuff this year with them and helping that church build and, financially being a blessing and helping support them, because I would love to see the church be finished by this year. That would be a blessing to see for them. But okay, without further ado, let's get started this video. New Year, same God. So I just wanted to, encourage someone that feels as if it's been a while since their last breakthrough. They're due for a breakthrough. They feel like, they've been fighting long enough, hard enough. I just want to encourage you, while you're believing in God, trusting God, and understanding God, make sure you're doing everything on your end too. And I know that has been like a big, I wouldn't say struggle, but a big thing for me. I have faith in God. I trust God. I believe God. I know God is going to do X, Y, Z. What he said he's going to do. I know this. He's good. He's always been good. I know it. But sometimes I can kind of get stagnant, I would say. Kind of be like, okay, let me just sit down and sit back. Like, God's going to do it. God's going to do it. Instead of, okay, well, while I'm in this waiting season, let's see how productive I can be without trying to get ahead of what position I'm currently in, if that makes sense. So, for example, the beginning of last year, I didn't have a job, and it's been some weeks now. I kind of was expecting an opportunity to go through, but that opportunity just kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and I didn't want to, just get like a job here, job there, because I was like, if this opportunity comes through, I know I'm going to want to do that. And so it got to a weird point where I was like, okay, I'm just wasting time doing nothing while I'm waiting. And I feel like I could at least be doing something while I'm waiting. So I ended up working at my church, and I never saw that coming, ever. People ask me all the time, I never saw that coming. But I'm so glad it did. It was so perfect and fitting for me and where I'm going. So at the beginning of the year, I'll just use one example because it's so many things in my life that happened last year that I can use this. But I'll just use this example. At the beginning of the year, God knew I was going to start 10 Toes Behind Jesus. Okay? Ministry-based business, right? God knew. I didn't know at the beginning of last year that God had 10 toes behind Jesus for me. I had no idea. So as I look back, I see all the things that fell into my path that prepared me for 10 toes behind Jesus. God planted me to work at my church. So I'm surrounded by ministers. I've built and formed relationships with, these people. I've formed a relationship with my pastor. I'm constantly around this, hearing things, learning things, trying to perform and do the best of my ability while also learning. So it's like, at the time, I was just, I was like, okay, so I'm just, working at church. I love it. It's cool. But the whole time, God was preparing me. And God still is preparing me. So that was something I just didn't see coming at all. So it's a new year right now. So as we go into this new year, guys, like literally, don't be so quick to turn something down because it doesn't make sense or you don't feel like that's beneficial for you or that's going to help you. Because you never know. So I'm just trying to think, like, if I was to go with my plan A that I had at the beginning of last year, I would not be where I was now. I probably wouldn't even have any, like, all the stuff that I have now. I probably wouldn't even have, like, the mindset that I have. Like, I probably wouldn't even have any of that. So it just comes to show that, I've changed, people have changed all throughout the year, but God has not changed. He stayed the same. Even when you don't see it and you don't think so, God has always stayed the same. So I'm just here to encourage you guys on that. This month of January also has the most Sundays out of the whole entire year. Y'all, I don't think that's a coincidence. I think we are going to start this year off prioritizing going to church. What better of a month to start than January? It has the most Sundays out of this whole entire year. It's going to set the tone. There's like 5 Sundays in January. I was scheduling for church stuff and figure out my schedule. I'm like, why are there so many Sundays in January? And then I'm just thinking, yesterday was Sunday, also January 1st, starting the year off on a Sunday. I really feel good about this year. I hope you guys feel good about this year too. But just as long as we continue to trust God, believe God, and be obedient to what God says, a lot of people are like, is that God talking? Is this talking? And I'm like, I'm like, that's not the devil telling you to do something good. That's not that I can tell you who it's not. It's not the devil telling you to go to church, telling you to fast, telling you to pray, telling you to do this, do that. It's not the devil doing it. And then, when it's something bad, it's like, I just felt like I should have done that or did that. And I'm like, nah, you probably felt the opposite, but you was trying to override it because you wanted to do it. And so now you're doing it. So it's just a few things there. I know we had watch night service. Our church had watch night service on Saturday, going into Sunday, then church again Sunday. And it's just like, I'm so full and just like my vision is just so clear on this year. And I'm so motivated too. A lot of times we have ideas, we have this, have that, but we don't have the motivation. And without the motivation to do it, you just sitting on all this stuff. So, y'all, it's time to make things happen. Like, I know we all are like super happy, super pumpy in January. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think we should take advantage of that time and try to build and form these habits. So when we're not as excited and not as optimistic, we still have been in routine for so long. So that's why I'm like, y'all, we have 5 Sundays in January. Prioritize making it to church and Bible study every single Wednesday or Sunday? Every single Sunday. So when it gets to March and April and you're like, I'm not really, I'm feeling lazy, feeling this. Be like, look, we started this year off. Let's continue to keep building on what we started it on. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say. I hope you guys have had a very Merry Christmas and holidays. I know I'm taking it way back, but It's been a minute. Well, it feels like it's been a minute, but I guess it's just been a week. But a lot of stuff happens over the holidays, and like everyone's so busy and doing things. I know I've been in like 3 different places in 3 days, pretty much. So, literally. So yeah, kind of all over the place. But I hope you guys are doing well, and thank you guys so much for supporting me so far. First episode dropped October 5th. No, 10th, no, 11th. I feel bad that I don't know about heart. But it dropped the first Monday in October. And we're on episode 13 today. So it's been 13 weeks of this. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. I love you guys. Those of you that watch every single, watch/listen every single podcast. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all of you all that have bought some merch. And I hope and pray that you continue to ride this, what is it, roller coaster? I don't know, right? Continue on with the journey with me because we have some big things planned in 2023 for this podcast. And I'm super excited. Possibly in a week, we'll have some exciting news. But if not, for sure, within this season. So ideally, I'm thinking of 20 episodes in a season. So we're almost done with season 1, but season 2 will be coming soon too. So just some exciting things is coming up. I hope you guys feel good. I love you guys. I hope you have a great week. And don't forget to stay 10 toes behind Jesus, because you know he's 10 toes behind you. Love you guys. Bye.